What to do, everybody? It's your boy Edgar here, coming to you with a super quick channel update. Now, first things first, if you didn't check out the last podcast episode, you'll see that it is actually a Twitch archive, which means I finally got it to work, because episode 4 I live streamed, but unfortunately that one did not get archived because I didn't turn on the settings, so that one's lost forever. So I had to go straight to episode 5, and so that's what you see. Because, in case you missed all of this, let me catch you up, and that's what this update's for. I've officially decided that the podcast will be done as much as I can on a weekly basis, but the goal date and time is going to be every Wednesday night at midnight. So I guess you call it Thursday morning if you want to be that asshole, but you know, every Wednesday night at 11:50, you grab your popcorn, you get your drink, you sit down in a nice blanket, and you get ready to hear Uncle Edgar talk about some cinema, baby. Because holy shit, there's a lot of movie news that I want to talk about. But unfortunately, now's not the time for it yet, because I'm just quite busy, which is why instead of having released a podcast this week, I'm making this video. I actually tried making this video yesterday, so I'd upload Thursday, but I'm having problems trying to figure out how the fuck to upload video from my iPhone to my PC. I don't ever remember having a problem like this with it, so I don't know why it's happening now. Something's got to give, man. I don't know. So once I figure that out, I mean, if you're watching this video, then I probably figured it out, but it is, at the time of this recording, very much a process I'd like to overcome soon. It is super fucking annoying. That's just an update on how I'm approaching making content to this channel. So first, we got every Wednesday night at midnight, I'm going to be live streaming at twitch.tv/EdgarLomelli11. I'll have a link in the description below, and that will be for the Flick It All podcast. I can't promise I can do it on a weekly basis, but that is the goal, but I at least have a time set for myself. So if you're even in the slightest interested, follow me, keep notifications on so that you can see when I go live there. And then the next day, so Thursdays, I will be uploading the archive version of that live stream onto YouTube. And that's one. Number two, the reason I make a point of this whole trying to figure out how to get footage from my phone to the computer is because I'm really trying to make videos of some quality. Like, I've written so many scripts, had so many ideas, but I just can't execute them, whether it's timing. It's just not good enough. Do you know how many videos I've just deleted because they're not good enough? I made so many videos recently, and I've scrapped all of them. If you see my old content, you'll see I had low standard. Because the thing is, what I've been posting in the past year or so is like shit posts, but that's like intentionally low effort, and that's what brings the charm in them. It's for the memes. But if I want to make legitimate videos, like long form content, like I tried making a Final Fantasy VII review. I'm just not a reviewer. I've accepted I'm not a reviewer, so I'm gonna entirely give up on that approach and just shit like that. So ultimately what I decided is I'm gonna take baby steps in terms of the content I produce for this channel for now. And so as you can see, I finished renovating my room. I moved out of my apartment, so I got my blue snowball. So that's why it's a big deal for me to transfer the footage, so that I can sync this good audio with good video from the iPhone. As you can see here, I've also finished renovating my room, so I have my shelf of things. Over there, you can't see in the corner, is my video game shelf, but this is more important. I'll get to it. Over there in that corner is a bookshelf, and this one is just my favorite thing shelf. So you got Criterion Blu-rays and special edition movies up at the top. At the very top, you have other shit. We'll get to that one day. Over second, collector's editions of Final Fantasy games. Then Final Fantasy games and movies in the third. Fourth is just all my other DVDs and Blu-rays. At the very bottom, which you can't really see, are just film-related books. And so, yeah, in case you're wondering what's here, maybe I'll give a tour guide, if you will, of this one day. But the thing I do want to make a video, which is, I promise I'm getting to my point, which is number 2, the second update, is the next video I'll be making on this channel proper is a Final Fantasy collection video. Believe it or not, your boy here is quite filthy casual Final Fantasy fan. I love collecting for it more than I love playing it, in all honesty. And so I just want to show off what I have so far. Because about a year ago, I started actually like collecting for the series. This is what I have for now, but I just recently got back into collecting for Final Fantasy, so I have a shitload. I think 13, maybe even more, maybe around 15 things coming in the mail in the next week or so, Final Fantasy related. So once all that comes in and I have everything that I need for now, none of this is a fucking need, I'm a loser. Once I have everything that I have ordered and put on the shelf and whatnot, then I'll start making a video where I just show each thing, talk about it briefly, explain how I got it, because I also want to treat it as like a buying guide, kinda. Even though I'm not any residential expert, I feel like I like knowing different approaches that have worked for different people. And so I'll talk about, like, if I remember, I'll talk about how much each thing cost me, and then say how I bought it, and then yeah, so just things like that, like a informative collection flex, if you will. And yeah, so like I said, one podcast is going to be aiming for every Wednesday night at midnight. Can't guarantee consistency, but that is the time I'm aiming for. And number two, the next video that will be made for this channel, couldn't tell you when it'll be made, because this is such a simple, I should say, simple and straightforward thing to do. I'm just going to go for it. It's going to be a long video because it's a lot of individual things I got to talk about. As you can see there, I have around 50 Final Fantasy related things on that shelf. It's fucking ridiculous. No sane man should ever have this much weeb shit. I swear to God. I promise, fellas. I am not a weeb. It's not what it looks like, fellas. Ladies, please, give me a chance. But yeah, so I just want to make this update talking about what's coming up for the channel, apparently, how the podcast works, next video idea. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on either the podcast or the next video, hopefully being Final Fantasy related. Take care, y'all. Salutation. Ah, fuck.